I'm sure a lot of people see this symbol all the time and don't even know what it means. Tell you something about that symbol. That G represents two important numbers. It represents grand, as in Grand Lodge, which Freemasons have. Grand has gematria of 44, just like Alexandria, where it is. And big G in Francis Bacon gematria equals 33. That's where lowercase a through lowercase z is worth 1 through 26. Uppercase a through uppercase z is 27 through 52. Big G, 33. The Masons pride themselves on being the invisible architects of society, the keepers of knowledge. They're essentially playing God. The word Mason, the small way, has gematria of 26, just like God. And the big way, Mason equals 62, like the reflection of 26, the reflection of God. God, the small way, is 17, just like Mason, the smallest way. So you could say that G represents God as well, who the Masons think they are. And honestly, in a lot of ways, people are worshiping them like they're worshiping God. They don't even realize it. Talked about that in other videos. They've created the majority of these fake spiritualities that people are obsessed with. So, let's now talk about July 4th and killing. 3 of the first 5 presidents died on July 4th, and 2 of them on the same day. The second president and the third, John Adams and Thomas Jefferson. Check this out. John Adams in gematria equals 31, the 11th prime number, and 40. Remember, United States equals 40. If you write out 40 as a word and sum it sums to 84, just like United States of America the small way. So 40, connection to United States and United States of America. The 40th president, Ronald Reagan. They like to tell us the greatest president ever, formerly the 33rd governor of California, and before that, an actor. It's all we get in this nation. Actors, phonies, frauds, liars, deceivers. John in simple English gematria sums to 47, the reflection of 74. The word president, again the small way, is 47. Adams, a name that sums to 38, a number also connected to death, which we'll talk about. The date he was born on, date with 92 numerology, 56 numerology. Remember, presidents 47, 56, 110. A date with 20 numerology connecting to his first and last name, John Adams. A date with 115 numerology, Freemasons, the plural. It's safe to assume that all of these men were Masonic in the beginning of the nation. It was the only way to get to be up in the power structure. Also, John Adams, born on a date with 40 numerology connecting to his name. October is the only month with 33 gematria. Think about how we celebrate Christopher Columbus Day in October, CC 33, the man who wrote in his journal how easy it was to kill the native people in the United States. These are the people we celebrate. Sick tyrants, psychopaths, sociopaths. John Adams would die at age 80. 80, interestingly enough, has a gematria of 74, fitting for a July 4th death. 80 also has a gematria of 38, connecting to death, connecting to Adams. The date him and Jefferson died on, a date with 55 numerology. The word sacrifice has a gematria of 55. And again, July 4th, Masonic equals 74, killing equals 74. He died 118 days before his 81st birthday. Death in Jewish gematria equals 118. His alignment was perfect for a July 4th death. And with regards to death in this nation, death in English gematria equals 228. That's just 38 times 6. That's how this method works. It's also known as satanic gematria. You just multiply each letter times 6. D is the 4th letter. 4 times 6 is 24. E is the 5th. 30. A is the first. 6. You see? Anyhow, death equals 228, just like United States of America equals 228. And quite fitting for a nation that began with a genocide. Thomas Jefferson died on the same day as Adams, supposedly hours apart. Thomas Jefferson in Gematria equals 66 and 84, identical to manifest destiny. Very important numbers to the 13 colonies. I have a video on these numbers in the first 13 colonies. Please check that out. I'd have to talk for another 30 minutes to explain it. Anyhow, again, United States of America, 84. Thomas Jefferson in simple English Gematria sums to 174, just like New World Order. This nation was created by the New World Order, which is an old world order. New in Pythagorean Gematria breaks down to 5 plus 5 plus 5 because N's the 14th letter. 1 plus 4 is 5, E's 5, W's the 23rd, 2 plus 3 is 5. Think about this. In D.C., one of the oldest monuments is the Washington Monument that's 555 feet and 5 inches tall. 555. When that structure was built, it was the tallest structure in the world. Since then, they've built the Pentagon, 5-sided, 5 floors with a 5-acre court in the middle. The Iraq War began 555 days after September 11th, and a whole lot more. 555, a new world order coding. This nation began by the New World Order. The date Jefferson was born, a date with a life lesson number of 32, the America number. Date with some other interesting numerology. He was 73 years old when he died, 7 years younger than Adams. Sacrifice, the big way, equals 73, 46 and 55, the small way. He died at age 73 on a date with 55 numerology on July 4th. The other president of the first 5 to die on July 4th, here they are: George Washington, John Adams, Thomas Jefferson, James Madison. Speaking of 39, the name Madison equals 39. He made 39 proposals that became the Bill of Rights, and he did it on a date with 39 numerology. Anyhow, he's the only one besides George Washington that didn't die on July 4th of the first 5. It was Adams, Jefferson, and Monroe to die on July 4th, and Monroe died 1,826 days after the death of Adams and Jefferson, who died July 4th, 1826. He dies 1,826 days later on July 4th. You think that's a coincidence? With regards to 1826, the year, that's a year that has a numerology of 44, the kill number. Jefferson also equaled 44. Fitting for people to be killed in ritual sacrifice. So James Monroe in Gematria, the small way, 47 and 56, just like president. How fitting. The date he died on, a date with 42 numerology, like Freemason. He also died at age 73, like Jefferson. Sacrifice equals 73. He died 67 days after his birthday. Blood sacrifice has Gematria of 67. So does Freemasonry. This is a Freemason kill code. And just so you know, Truth Seeker, almost everything about this nation's history is coded out with the Masonic numbers. The flag was established June 14th, 1777, a date with 33 numerology. No coincidence. Of the first 13 colonies, 3 were established on dates with 33 numerology. Delaware, the 1st, New Hampshire, the 9th, and Rhode Island, the 13th. Of the 50 states, 3 have name gematria of 33. Delaware, the 1st, 33 name gematria, established on a date with 33 numerology. The very first state. Talk about a Masonic tribute. The 3 states that have 33 gematria, and there is only 3, are the 1st, the 6th, where the Kennedys hail from, Massachusetts. The name Kennedy also has gematria of 33. Almost everyone in that family's died on a date with 33 numerology. And also Hawaii. The 1st and last, 33, and the 6th, Massachusetts. impossible coincidence, especially when you go back and look at the 13 colonies and see that only 3 were established on dates with 33 numerology. So, Truth Seeker, that pretty much wraps it up. I hope you were able to follow me. A lot of content. My goal is to get people to realize this is way beyond coincidence, So many people watch my videos and leave messages about how I'm insane, this is a coincidence, this is idiotic. Honestly, I don't know how people can think that watching the presentation. So in my mind, I feel like I have to keep getting more and more thorough, make it impossible to say those things. This knowledge has to get out. People have to wake up to what we live inside. A Freemason creation that has been here to do nothing but rule over us with tyranny and deceit and murder and death and fear from the beginning. All right, Truth Seeker, until next time.